We want to make sure that our schools are safe. So anything that we can do to continue to layer in school safety protection measures like Alyssa's law is important to help keep our schools safe.
Lori Alhadeff is the mother of Alyssa Alhadeff, who was one of the students tragically killed at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School on February 14, 2018. After the death of her daughter, Lori and her husband, Dr. Ilan Alhadeff, founded Make Our Schools Safe, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to protecting students and teachers at school. So far, Alyssa's law legislation has been passed in New Jersey, Florida, and now New York State.
Alyssa's law is a panic button. When pushed, it's directly linked to law enforcement, so they can get on the scene as quickly as possible to take down a threat, and it's geofenced to the area. It's very important piece of legislation passed in law in New York, and it will help to make schools safer.
The law requires all New York State schools to consider the use of silent panic alarm systems when reviewing or developing a more stricter school safety plan.
A number of our school district clients are already working with and collaborating with their insurance carriers.
Sarah Vissengard is the past president of the New York State Association of School Attorneys. She says there are currently 2 insurance carriers in New York State partnering with vendors with panic button apps available for schools.
They're working with the insurance carriers and with these vendors to figure out how to, which app they would like to use, and they're able to get the applications at a discounted price.
Panic button is an app on a teacher's phone. So basically, they can push the button, whether it's a fire, medical emergency, or a police emergency. And once that panic button is pushed, it then is directly linked to law enforcement, 911 center.
Other than implementing a panic button, schools can also do a number of other things to make sure their students and teachers are protected.
Number one, all doors need to be locked. There needs to be fencing to create a single point of entry, one way in, one way out of the school. There could be like ballistic glass, and also cameras are very important to have, and more mental health for our students so that we can meet their needs and help them where they're at. We want to see here at Make Our Schools Safe, Alyssa's law as a standard level of school safety protection in every school across the country. Like you have your fire alarm pull stations, every teacher will have their own panic button.
Vissengard believes the legislation will go a long way for schools in New York State, as it will help protect students and teachers in school buildings.
I do think that this legislation is going to go a long way to put this system in place and ultimately protect students, the lives of students. And schools stand in loco parentis, right? The biggest job that they have is protecting the safety and welfare of students while they're there in school.
For FingerLakeSwan.com, I'm Megan Hatch.